Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Trails from Zero, part 27. In the previous video we finally made it to the mining village after our long journey over here. We also got to meet with what we presume is the Divine Wolf, and we learned that he's a good boy. Oh, he's such a good boy. And we're gonna investigate the attacks. So I've been kind of listening to the, I paused between videos to go eat. And so while I was setting things back up, I've been listening to this theme for a little bit. It's so good. It reminds me a lot of, since I recently played that game, Yeast 2, the Ramia Village theme. I think the track is actually called Tender People, but this one's definitely a lot more somber than that one, but it's got similar energy to it. Oh my, two handsome men at the same time? Is something wrong, ma'am? Nope, nothing at all, mister. Welcome to Mainz. Please take your time to savor everything our town has to offer. Ooh, and a general store? For me? These recent monster attacks or whatever really fire up my orbment. You know, someone in town got mauled by one of those things? Someone ever tried hurting my Kimmy, there'd be hell to pay. I will take your book. I would, kind of poor. Some onions might be good for our stew. Do we have any equipment to sell? We could sell some of this stuff. Honestly, I'm a little wary about selling stuff since you can, because of the ability to upgrade things, but... Okay, we have a ton of Sapith. What do we want to get rid of? Mirage are my least favorite of the two. And now that we've unlocked most of the orbments, we don't have that much of a need for Mirage, so I think we just get rid of 100 of them. I mean, you still need some of it just because of a lot of some of those orbments require all three. What was I wanting? Yeah, we want some crying onions. Okay, these are super cheap. We can buy a good few. Hey, how many? You got plenty of oranges. Give me some apples. Give me some apps. I mean, you can never have enough flour. I mean, it's so cheap. There's no reason not to buy a ton of this stuff. Anything that we know we need and we don't have a ton of. Now, the more expensive stuff, I mean, we probably still want to buy a couple just in case, but... I love helping Daddy with work. Daddy may be a little rude to our neighbors, but he's always nice to me. I mean, why can't he just be nice to everyone? It's not that hard. Well, maybe everyone's an overstatement. Sometimes it is hard to be nice to certain people. Children can't seem to get enough of sneaking into places they shouldn't. I really hope Alec didn't sneak into the mine again and cause everyone trouble. Oh, okay. Well, I kind of mentioned that we're probably gonna have to go to the mine. I assume there's maybe some lost children. With all the monster attacks recently, I wish you'd be more careful. That has big foreshadowing energy. Now, do you guys own an inn? I know 12 people live in this town, but an inn would be quite nice. Dude, this place is fucking huge. Welcome. If you want to order something, do it at the counter. What, do you have business with me or something? No. Not really. Haven't seen you all around before from Crossbell City, I take it? Sorry to say you're not coming at a good time. Recently, wolf-like monsters have been rampaging through our town. Really? Huh. Man, that's crazy. I can't believe that. They even hit our food storehouse near the front of town. Jeez, what's their deal? I don't know, they're probably hungry. Homemade egg pudding. Don't really, sleep, confuse, and faint. I mean, how often do you actually have multiple status effects, though? I don't know. I'm a little less likely to straight up buy food. Since it's not or it doesn't seem to be in Trails 1, 2, and 3 when you bought food or just really just Trails 1 and 2. When you bought the food, you got the recipe for it as well after you ate it. Yeah, I think I'm good. I do want to rest, though. We've used some of the food that we've bought, and it hasn't given us the recipe, so... Assuming it only does it if for certain things, like you can't recreate every type of food. This place truly deserves its reputation as the leading septium mining town on the entire continent. Of course, my lady, after all, you were able to strike quite the alluring deal with Mayor Vixen yesterday. As things stand, obtaining those beautiful septium crystals is the only a matter of time. I don't know why I thought it was the only thing on my mind. And then I was like, wait, that's not even close to what the sentence says. I was unsure of what to do, but no longer. I'll be staying here until those crystals are finally mine. My lady and I have traveled from the Empire with the intention of purchasing septium crystals. However, recently monsters have been sighted near the town, or so I've heard. I cannot help but shake thinking about it. Nobody in here? Okie dokie. I guess we're gonna go, we're looking for the mayor, right? Now, if I was a mayor, where would I be? I mean, the big house in the middle makes sense. Voices can be heard from behind the door. Yeah, let's not just barge in on him while he's in his private residence. We might see something we don't want to see. Oh, he's discussing something, all right. I bet.
ああ、ちょうど今朝警備隊が引き上げただろ。魔獣も退治されてないのにどうしようかと困ってたところに町から助っ人が来たらしくてさ。
Some help from the city.
それってまさか。
They better fucking fuck off, dude.
そこまでは知らないけど魔獣対策の話をしてるみたいだ。
Well, I mean, it can't be because then they said Estelle and Joshua were going to Armorica, right? So I guess it's someone different. It could be those other two, Aeolia, and I can't remember the other one's name.
町長に何の用か知らないけど後で尋ねた方がいいんじゃないか。
どうしますか？
取り込み中なら仕方ない。一通り聞き込みをしてからもう一度こちらを訪ねてみよ
う。そうするしかないわね。
やれやれ、妙な展開になりそうだな。
Alright, let's go talk to Pete. Huh? Hadn't seen you? Yeah. You're not coming to good time? Okay, you just say the same thing. Alright, well. Thought maybe your dialogue would refresh, you know, that we're looking for info. What's with that van parked at the front of town? I'm no expert on vehicles, but that van is obviously really nice. Just whose is it? I don't know. It could be the rich folks in the inn. You know what, that black tunnel? Okay, so you're not in the tunnel yet. Apparently it's a long abandoned mine shaft. Doesn't that sound awesome? I really want to explore it someday. And again, going anywhere near there would only put me on the mayor's bad side, so don't do it, okay? I don't want to get a request that's like, my child is trapped in the mine. I'm supposed to help Marlowe learn the ropes, but I really can't do much in this. Oh, you're the guy who got attacked? Oh, this is that damn mutt's fault. Next time it shows up, I'm gonna beat it silly with the dull end of my shovel. My husband was recently attacked by a monster on his way home from work. I'm just glad his wound isn't too serious. If I were him, I'd be thinking, I'm so lucky to get a few days off from work. It hits a little too close to home. I mean, who doesn't want to get mauled by wolves so they don't have to go to work? One of the miners was attacked by monsters not too long ago. He said we'll take a few days off just to be safe. Goddess, I wish that were me. I feel like we might need to have some labor laws for this place. Ownership of Crossbell has long been disputed between Araboni and Calvard. Septium produced here in Mainz has been one of the leading causes of that. Nowadays, Crossbell's prosperity comes from being Zamuria's leading trade center, but that doesn't mean septium mining isn't still important. Okay, so I guess we just, it already counted us as having talked to everyone else. So it's dudes. Oh, it's the mafia. It's not bracers.
あと一押しってところだな。ああ、これでなんとかボーナスが手に入りそうだ。
That's interesting.
ルバーチェの手下、こんな場所に現れるなんて。
おいおい、なんであいつらが来てんだ。
遊撃士以上に面倒そうな相手ですね。
ああ、そうだな。ね。
I'm glad the mob has cat-eared fans. It's got a nice sense of style.
あの運搬車、連中のものだったのか。
道理で帝国製の最新車両を持っているはずだわ。ですが、マフィアが鉱山庁に一体どういう用事が？
Yeah, I guess the question is, do they have something, are they more directly connected to the wolf attacks, or are they just being opportunists and trying to set up like a protection scheme?
そうだな。あんまり街の外で活動してるイメージじゃなかったが。
とりあえず、町長から話を聞かせてもらおう。マフィアが何をしに来たのか、ついでにわかるかもしれない。
All right, let's go in there.
また来たのかね。
Yep.
すぐには決められないと言ったばかりだろう。
Are you blonde? Can you not see that we're different people?
今日のところはお引き取り。おや？
あら、先ほどの方たちじゃないみたいですよ。
Are you both blonde? Are you not like 100% positive as soon as you see us that we're not the mafiosos?
おお、これは失礼。
失礼します。
お取り込みのところにお邪魔して申し訳ありません。
ああ、それは別に構わんが、君たちは？
クロスベル警察、特務支援課に所属する者です。こちらで起きた魔獣被害について話を聞かせていただきたいのですが。
なるほど、町の警察の方だったか。てっきり遊撃士協会の新人が訪ねてきたの。
Dude, if I hear about the bracers one more fucking time.
よく言われます。それで町の方々にもいろいろと話を聞かせてもらったんですが、たちの悪い被害が続いているそうですね。
ああ、今までに3回ほど被害に遭っている。どれも夜のことで、最初は人的被害もなかったが。
And it's probably getting close to being time for another one if they're every single week. It's been like, what, 4 or 5 days since the Mainz attack?
先日、ついに怪我人が出てね。
軽傷だったのが幸いだけど、徐々に被害が。
Or wait, I thought the Mainz attack was like 3 or 4 days ago. Maybe it was just like, it was just the previous day, because I mean, it's already been a day since we got the assignment.
それで町のみんなもすっかり怖がってしまって。
そうですか。
Yeah, maybe I'm thinking it was maybe the college that was 4 or 5 days ago.
警備隊がパトロールに来ている間は何も起こらなかったんですね。
Sometimes you forget the little minor details when you're playing a game over the course of a longer period of time.
ああ、その通りなんだ。
I mean, it's only been a little over a week since I started recording these videos, but
どうやら狼どもは相当ずる賢いようでね。
I do forget things pretty quickly.
しかし警備隊も警備隊だ。何も解決できていないのに突然我々を見捨てるとは。 君たちもそう思わないかね。
ええ、確かにいろいろあるみたいだけど。
ところで遊撃士協会を頼ったりしなかったんすか？
実は警備隊が来る前に一度ギルドに依頼してみたんだ。ただ基本的に彼らはとても忙しいみたいでね。毎日警備をしてもらうわけにもいかず、結局は警備隊が出動したんだが。
That's interesting that they couldn't respond to that request. 'Cause, I mean, I feel like that'd be a pretty high priority for them. I mean, if someone's been attacked by a monster, it's...
なのに今朝警備隊がいきなり撤収してしまった。
And the bracers do a lot of menial stuff, so you would think that would be a bit of a higher priority.
弱り目にたたり目とはこのことさ。仕方ないからダメ元でもう一度ギルドに相談してみようと思っていたんだが、そこにあの連中が訪ねてきたんだ。
ルバーチ商会のものですね。
その彼らは一体どんな話をしに？
それがね、撤収した警備隊に代わって用心棒を申し出てきたんだ。いつ魔獣が来てもいいようにとね。
用心棒？
そりゃもちろんただじゃないっすよね。
いや、ミラーを取るつもりはないらしい。
Alright, I gotta hear him say Yojimbo again.
用心棒？
I don't know why, it's just, it just made me chuckle internally.
代わりにセプチウムの取引をその間だけ独占させてほしいそう。
セプチウムの取引権を？確か鉱山そのものの採掘権は自治州が持っているはずですよね。
ああ、あまり採掘しすぎないよう政府の決めた量を守る必要がある。セプチウムには国際的な相場もあるから、無茶な取引はそもそもできないしね。ただ採掘したセプチウムをどこに買い取ってもらうかはこの町の裁量に任されているんだ。
すると彼らにとっては用心棒の手間に見合うだけのビジネスになるというわけですね。
Yeah, so I guess the question is still whether or not this is just opportunism, or if this is a coordinated attack where like they are not necessarily behind the wolves, but working with the wolves or whoever controls the wolves.
そうは言っても
I have a feeling it's not just roaming wolves doing havoc on their own.
どうしたものかと困り果てていたところなんですよ。
Especially since we know of a certain group that has some wolf monsters.
そうだったんですか。
やれやれ、妙な連中が絡んでめんどくさいことになってきたな。
町長、できればこの件自分たちに任せてもらえませんか？ひょっとしたらなんとか解決できるかもしれません。
ロイドさん？
特務支援課と言ったか。警備隊でも遊撃士でもなく町の警察に頼ってもいいのかね。
Yeah, the police are great. Why would you ever possibly doubt them? Come on.
ええ、お任せください。早ければ明日中には全て解決できると思います。
Okay, that's maybe a little ambitious. I mean, to be fair, there's been no repeat attacks.
大丈夫なの？あんな安請け合いをして。
So, I mean, you can't even assume the place is going to be attacked again.
狼型の魔獣が2種類いるらしいことまでは分かったが、今日明日で俺たちだけで黒い方を退治しきれるのかよ。
いや、必ずしも対峙する必要はないさ。そもそも俺たちの役目は警備隊の長所で不可解な箇所を明らかにすることだっただろう。
そういえばいつの間にか魔獣そのものを何とかする話に変わってましたね。
そこで提案なんだけど、あの白い狼が伝えたようにこれで全ての手がかりが揃ったと思う。一度今回の件についてミーティングをしてみないか？
I mean, there's one obvious theory, or, you know, the most obvious immediate theory is that the mafia are coordinating the wolf attack so that they can move in and take over the industries, or like the surrounding towns.
そうね。情報の整理は必要かも。
But just because that's the most obvious one doesn't mean it's technically correct.
そんじゃもう夕方だし、バスでクロスベル市まで戻るか。
い いや、今日はこの町に泊まっていこう。
I mean, technically we already stayed overnight because we had to rest to get all our mana back.
ミー
But...
ティングは客室ですればいい。
それってロイドさん、もしかして。
どうやら旧市街の時と同じく何か気づいたみたいだな。
なあ、まだ確信までには至ってないけどね。よかったらミーティングで推理の検証に付き合ってほしい。
ええ。
See, the problem with the theory about the with mafia coordinating the wolf attacks is that why attack the medical college in Armorica? It's not like they made an offer to Armorica, or you know, I mean, like the hospital's not gonna hire the mafia to protect them.
それでは早速宿で部屋を。
Now they could have been distractions to you know, obscure the actual objective. That's also an option.
さて、状況の整理を始めよう。
Which, if they were just intended to be distractions, that would explain why the damage was so limited in the other locations.
今回の一連の魔獣被害だけど、最初の警備隊の調書にはいくつもの不明点があった。
Because they probably wouldn't want, like, say, the village, the Armorica's village, like, since they're important to the economy, you wouldn't want to completely wreck it.
俺たちの調査でその不明点のいくつかが明らかになったけど、本当なら判明しているはずのある情報がまだ分かっていないんだ。
判明しているはずの情報。
なんだそいつは。
Okay, the identity, the den, the motive. I mean, we know their identity. We don't know where the den is, but that's not super important. Motive.
そう。一連の調査で本来判明しているはずの情報、それは魔獣の目的だと思う。
そういや、病院の被害を考えると飢えて各地を襲ったってわけじゃなさそうなんだよな。
アルモリカ村の村長さんによれば、伝承にある神郎が警告している可能性もあるということだけど、でも実際に各地を襲ったのは黒い狼たちの可能性が高いのよね。はい、そうだと思います。そうなると確かに目的が全くわからなくなりますね。
ああ。だがここで黒い狼たちの気まぐれと判断するのは早すぎる。病院での一件を考えればわかるけど、彼らは非常に巧妙なルートを使って病棟の屋上に侵入している。そして被害者を必要以上に害することなく去っていった。
Yeah, it's not the behavior of, you know, wild animals.
確かにただの気まぐれというには周到すぎるかもしれないわね。
本来見えてくるべき目的が全く見えてこない。
You know, typically, I mean, granted, I guess the monsters in this world are a little bit different because they are very aggressive. But, you know, typically animals won't... Only time you're ever attacking a human is if they're in danger, or they feel they're in danger, or if, in the cases of they eat people, or they're, you know, extremely hungry.
つまりそこに何か意味があるってわけだな。
They're not just gonna, like, half eat, you know, go search out some dude and half eat him.
そういうこと。こんな場合、人は大抵一つの枠組みにとらわれている場合が多いんだ。黒い狼たちによる各地の襲撃、そこに納得のいく目的を見出せる別の枠組みを考えるべきだろう。
別の枠組みですか。
難しく考えることはないよ。およそ犯罪事件と呼べるものは犯人、目的、手段、結果があるものだけど、
So we got most of those.
そのうちのいくつかがずれていると考えたらどうだろう。
ちょっと待って、簡単にまとめてみるから。
So the culprits are the black wolves, the means the wolves' abilities, and the result is property damage / injuries.
そんなところだろうな。
それでこいつがどうずれてるんだ。
Well, as of right now, the only people who seem to benefit from this are the mafia, assuming they're able to gain control of the septium mining business.
なあ、こうしてみたらどうだ。
So, I mean, that seems to be the most obvious motive. Which one corresponds to the culprit? What? What's the question here? So how do we go about shifting? So wait, are we saying that, am I supposed to pick something that's not the Black Wolves? Which one of these corresponds to the culprit? So what corresponds to the Black Wolves? I feel like I'm completely misunderstanding here. I mean, I feel like just picking Black Wolves is not what you're supposed to do. I mean, which one corresponds to the culprit? I feel like this is not supposed to be that hard. But you said, one second, let me go back. Okay. If we were to just shift what we know around. Okay. So this is what we know, and so we want to shift our knowledge around. So instead of the culprit being the Black Wolves, or what... So what, I mean, the wolves' abilities and property damage and injury. Sense. But also, I mean, the fact that maybe it's trying to say that, like, yeah, the Black Wolves are the ones responsible for it, but that doesn't mean that the Black Wolves are the ones, like, maybe they're not doing it of their own accord, like they're being commanded by someone else. Means... Oh, wait, no, I did that wrong. Okay. I think... So let's say, like, we don't actually... So let's operate in the assumption we don't know the real culprit. That the Black Wolves are just a means to in the end. So which one... So the motive... Okay, what are the questions again? What do we pick? I think I have a line. I think I have a line here. So the motive... is to property damage and injuries. The means are the Black Wolves. The result is to test their abilities? Nope. Okay. I mean, there's no way I'm just supposed to put what they wrote down, right? Like, I refuse to believe that's what you're supposed to do. Even if that does seem to be the most obvious. I feel like this is not hard. So the culprit. Let's just say it's Black Wolves, okay? And so instead of saying that the motive is unknown, let's say that the result is unknown. Okay. This is getting bad, dude. This is embarrassing. Did we try that? I feel like I mean, that was my line of reasoning, but I think I did it wrong. I think I did unknown property damage means wolves. Yeah, okay. Wait. Motive is the wolves' abilities. The means is the Black Wolf. Yeah, so the motive is to test the wolves' abilities, right? That's kind of what I was getting at. I just did it in the wrong order.
これが仮にこうした場合、犯人は別にいて、黒い狼たちが手段で。
Yeah, so I had the right line. I just kind of did it incorrectly.
おいおい、完全に見方が変わったな。ってことは、狼どもの背後に人間がいる可能性があるわけか。
魔獣を操ることができるなら、そう考えるのがむしろ自然だろう。問題は複数の狼型魔獣を連れてコントロールする方法だけど。
Whistling?
このうちコントロールする方法はある人物の証言から推測できる。
Didn't one of the people say something about there was a whistle? The guy who overheard the... Who was either... No, was it Shizuku? Who mentioned something about whistling at the hospital?
ある人物の証言。
What were you saying there? Yeah, the whistling.
なるほど。
さすがにランディは気づくか。うん。その証言者は
Yeah.
雫マクレイン。遊撃士アリオスの娘さんの証言だよ。
雫さんの証言。
気になったのでそこの窓を開けて耳を澄ませたんですけど、それ以上悲鳴は聞こえなくて、代わりにはっはっはって息遣いみたいな音が聞こえて、しばらくしたらタンタンって何か跳ねるような音が聞こえて、それと何か。
And we've already kind of heard this, but yeah, there was a faint whistling sound.
もしかしてその音で魔獣を操っていたの？
ああ、その可能性が高いだろう。
狼や犬のような獣は人には聞こえない周波数の音を聞き取ることができるそうです。それを利用した特殊な笛が昔からあるらしいですが。
いわゆる犬笛だな。今でも軍用犬なんかを犬笛で操る技術は残っているぜ。まともな正規軍よりは両兵どもがよく使うんだが。
そうなのか？
なるほど、かなり輪郭が見えてきたかも。そうなると魔獣を連れて移動する手段が必要になるわね。
The van.
もしかして。
ああ、多分エリーの想像通りだ。それを裏付けることもひょっとしたらできると思う。ティオ、エニグマの通信機能はこの町でも使えるかな？
ええ、自治州内ならなんとかギリギリ通じるかと。
なんだ、どこに連絡するんだ？
なあ、医科大学の受付さ。
はい。そうでしたか。ええ、ありがとうございました。
どうだった？
あなたの読み通りよ。魔獣が屋上に現れた夜、ルバーチェ商会の運搬車が駐車場に止まっていたらしいわ。
I feel like they should have maybe mentioned that.
どうやら病院で使う備品なんかを高値で押し売りに来てたみたい。
They are involved in the other
さす
cases.
がにタイミング良すぎだな。しかしロイド、なんで連中の運搬車が駐車場に止まってたって分かったんだ？
深夜、病院の手前に車で来て襲撃させた可能性もありますよね。
いや、それだと雫ちゃんが車の音を聞いているはずだ。それに最初は魔獣たちが入ってきたのが草むらの方かと思ったんだけど、あそこにあった木箱の上に魔獣の足跡がついてなくてね。逆に駐車場に面した
Yeah, I said that, and I thought that was a secret, but maybe there wasn't.
そこから入ってきた可能性が高いんじゃないかと思ってさ。
I was gonna say, because I thought that seemed like more sense that they climbed up over the railing.
なるほど。駐車場の方向は高さがあったから入ってこられないと思ってたけど。
But yeah, they could have climbed on top of the van and used that as a jumping off
こ
point.
う運搬車の上を行かせれば余裕で侵入できるってわけだな。
Yeah, I just said that, Randy.
用意周到です、
Give it the program.
つながりましたね、いろいろと。ええ、目的はセプチウムの取引の独占。いえ、むしろそれはおまけね。
ああ、多分ね。マフィアが今力を入れているのは対抗組織であるヘイウェイを圧倒できる戦力を手に入れること。そのための戦力として狼たちを使うつもりだとすれば、
暴れるしかできない魔獣は戦力としては全く使えない。十分コントロールできるかを実際にテストする必要がある。それが各地で起きていた被害の真相だったってわけか。
ああ、間違いない。そもそも警備隊が引き上げた直後にマフィアの手下が訪れたこと自体不自然極まりないだろう。引き上げを命じた警備隊司令は有力議員とつながっているらしいし、多分その議員を通じて根回しが行われたんじゃないか。
Very possible.
多分そうでしょうね。腐っているとは思ってたけど、そこまでだったなんて。それで彼らはこれ以上続けると思う？
I mean, where else is there to attack?
魔獣の実戦テストという意味ではもう十分なんだろう。警備隊を引き上げさせたということはこれ以上 騒ぎを起こす気がないという裏返しでもある気がする。ただどうやら今回動いている連中は余計な色気を出しているみたいだ。
セプチウムの独占取引ですね。すると最後にもう一度だけ動くと。
連中の態度を見る限りその可能性は高そうだよな。
襲撃があるとすればいつ？
そうだな、明日になれば町長がギルドに相談する可能性もある。最後の脅しをかけるとしたら多分今夜以外にはありえない。
A good thing we're spending the night then.
よーし、やるか。
黒い狼たちの撃退とマフィアたちの拘束ですね。
And no one's gonna steal our glory this time.
さすがに見過ごせないわ。
Unless we fight something strong and we need help, then please come steal our glory.
警備隊には連絡した方がいいのかしら。
いや、警備隊が動けば議員を通じてマフィアに感づかれる恐れがある。俺たちだけで何とかしてみよう。
分かった。魔獣が現れるとしたら多分深夜になってからよね。
はい。今までの事件も全て深夜に起こっていました。まだ時間がありますが、一通り準備を整えますか？
We hope they all group up and then Randy can just smash them forever with AT delay. That's our basic strategy for everything right now.
そうだな。
That's really all we got going for us.
足りないものがあったら補充くらいはしておこう。準備が済み次第この部屋で真夜中まで待機だ。
Probably buy a few heat. Get a couple more terror bombs. Terror bomb? I still don't know how you say it, dude. I say it different like every single time. Like, honestly, my thing when it comes to pronunciation is that, like, just be consistent. Like, even if you're saying it wrong, as long as you consistently say something wrong, then I think that's perfectly fine. Just because I'm kind of, you know, language is a bit of an abstract. Oh yeah, we should also read our other book. Or it could just be tier R. Tier. Well, also, is it tier or is it tear? I don't know. I mean, I assume it's tier, but I mean that makes sense considering it's all water based and everything. But we have 3 Mira to our name. I mean, let's look at the item situation. 7 of these is pretty good. I think I would do want to buy some more status items. For like 56. Honestly, I don't want to trade too many in because we get better. I mean, it's only a slightly better, right? But the bank does technically give us more. Where are our confusions? Yeah, I want a couple of these. Bad boys. Sleep. Stat down. We can buy 1. The chances of me ever using it are like -10. But not bad. So really, the main thing is I want stuff for anything that disables us. If it's something that you just have to wait out, that doesn't bother me as much. But anything like confusion, sleep, faint, those are the petrify. Well, actually, does petrify still completely stun you? I think it does. I think the only change was that it just isn't always an instant one-shot afterwards. Wait, what? Oh, the mostest. Not gonna lie, I thought that said I love those the molest. You got guts, no one in the right mind goes outside at night nowadays. Come on, you buying something? And don't give me any of those, oh, we're just looking around excuses. I just gave you like $1,000, dude. Fuck off. I guess I gotta wait until Dad gets home, just my luck. I'm about to die of hunger. Surely he's almost home, right? Why is he so late? Probably because he's been eaten by wolves. Let me go up here? Who are you? There we go. That's everyone but my count. Are you the person we were just the father or whatever? Looks like Gantz and Marlowe already snuck away to the bar. Oh well, as long as they're indoors, I guess. Excuse me, what exactly are you doing? Oh, I'm just closing the mine gate. Monsters like to show up every once in a while, so I've got to make sure that no one's left inside with those suckers. Monsters? Lloyd, what's the matter? Something bothering you, right? I was just thinking, we still have time before the operation. Why not train here for a bit? Might be onto something there, Lloyd. It's true, we don't have enough time to head back onto the highway. What are you kids talking about? You see... Yeah, that is good that there's an opportunity to grind. I didn't really even think about that potentially being a problem here, since I'm assuming this might be the end of chapter boss fight. Sorry, I can't usually do that. If outsiders went inside and got hurt as the mine chief, they'd fall onto my shoulders. Is that the case? Nothing we can do then. Hey now, I didn't refuse just yet. $10,000. That's how much I'm charging. Judging by what's in front of me, you look about as tough as any miner I've ever seen. Several times tougher, actually. Y'all promise not to go crazy in there, I'll make a special exception for you. Seriously? Mighty generous of you. No, I want to give some payback to those mutts who tore up Max too. Promise to get them good, I'll be happy to lend you a hand. Alright, give me a sec. Okay, we can't go on the left. No sweat. Leave the wolf infestation to your hands. Got it. I don't really want to grind though. I mean, we can go hop in there and see if there's any equipment. Just the same enemies we fought outside, or is it different ones? It is different ones. We'll do one fight. See how much XP we get. How much X-Pizzle. Now, getting CP, we already have enough to ult on everyone, which is essentially all we need, but, ooh, a passive AT delay on their attacks is pretty scary. I mean, you could have, like, missed. That'd been cool. And not very much. We theoretically could get another level, but I don't think we need it. Now, if we do the fight and we just get absolutely rolled, then maybe we'll think about coming back here. But essentially, I don't really like to grind during the time when I can record, because I'd rather just be making story progress. I don't know. I mean, Randy, we don't really need your mana. I think we might... Well, let's go talk to the mayor. What's up? Monopoly on the Septium industry. Of course, everyone's safety is my #1 priority, but what about our regular trade partners? We can't afford to lose their trust. Mayor Bixson is really under a lot of stress right now. He looks beside himself with worry. Maybe I should cook her some treats to cheer him up. Oh? Why do y'all have 2 separate beds? Alright, that's going to be it. This video. Next time we'll kick off our fight against the mob and the wolves, and maybe, I don't know if we'll end the chapter, but I have a feeling this might be the end of the first chapter. It's going on for a very long time compared to the chapter 1s of previous Trails games. Partially just because we've been slow rolling it, but also just it's been pretty long. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part, and bye guys.